Introducing the all-new Italiano range of pizza. Pizza Ultimo. Pizza Hut.
New regulations amending the Sri Lanka Press Council law are due to be tabled in Parliament tomorrow. According to the proposal, the fees for registering newspapers is due to be amended.
Amendments to Section 30 of the Sri Lanka Press Council Act No. 5 of 1973 are to be tabled in Parliament tomorrow. However, media reports say that steps are being taken to seek the views of political party representatives for a draft bill that is to be tabled in Parliament on media ethics. Media reports quoting the subject minister said that the draft bill had been presented to political parties prior to being tabled in Parliament. What reason belies the tabling of a bill on media ethics in Parliament?
With regard to the code of conduct, this does not mean any way that the government is going to hold on to their views alone. There are so many views across the country that there should be some theme, some kind of discipline in this sector. So therefore we have embarked ourselves on a mission where we are trying to gather. We have had a number of consultations with very senior journalists as a minister and the ministry.
One can understand that anything that issues from a completely flawed process is bound to have deleterious consequences. It cannot be healthy because there was no public outcry for such legislation, there is no mandate for such legislation, and the people who are bringing this have no ethical standing to regulate the ethics of the media. The media is the watchdog of society. This is an attempt to muzzle the watchdog.
Well, I don't think there'll be an opposition for this, because it is through consensus that we are trying to do it. And if main political parties, main opposition is quite aware of the draft. If they want, they can make some suggestions. If they, the idea of giving them is to, if they find that this is not the right thing, or that they can improve that in some form or the other, any suggestions would be mostly welcome. We are not interested in forcing something down the throat of any journalist or any institution without consensus.
Prior to speaking on regulations on media ethics, there is a question as to whether the government has provided the minimum freedom or democracy for the media. Media institutions have been attacked, journalists were killed and have had their limbs broken. But the government has taken no steps as yet. There are no cases or complaints. Everything has been packaged for the government. The intention behind this is to get media institutions that do not agree with them or are opposed to them to behave the way they want. The imposition of new regulations are extremely frightful due to two factors. This is a bill that will seriously limit media freedom in Sri Lanka. The second is that as of today, the contents of this bill have not been made clear.
In a democracy, it is not for the government to bring any regulatory framework relating to a professional occupation, whether it be the media or any other professional occupation. According to the sociology of professions, well, we know that a profession has professional attributes, structural attributes and attitudinal attributes. These attributes are matters connected with the professional membership and the professional association. A government has no right to bring media ethics framework or a code of ethics for a professional community.
The international media rights watchdog Reporters Sans Frontières, or Reporters Without Borders, ranks Sri Lanka 162nd in the world in terms of media freedom, even below Burma, which is ranked 151st. A report issued by the Media Movement for Democracy says that over the past 9 years, 44 journalists have been killed in Sri Lanka. On a prior occasions in 2007, media unions protested an incident where an attempt was made to include defamation in the penal code. This was against a backdrop where a number of journalists were being threatened, attacked and even killed.